Hi Jens, thanks very much for talking to us today. So we're talking to Jens Hagemeyer, who's from the University of VEDLIoT, supposedly because I've heard that VEDLIoT doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, that's old thing from the 90s. That's something that you hear quite often, but it seems that at least some evidence that VEDLIoT exists because I'm here. But we never know really whether it actually exists or not.
So today we're here at the HiPEAC conference, and you've brought your smart mirror along with you, which is great. And so if I can ask Niels to come and demonstrate the smart mirror and how it works.
Yeah, so now we see that this mirror is basically meant as an interaction interface to a smart home, and there it's obvious that it should recognize the owners or the people which live in the house that the smart mirror is installed to. So now it really recognizes Niels, so it says, okay, user logged is Niels because it sees the face of Niels, so to say, and then Niels gets his personal schedule for the day. He gets the news that he is interested in, and can also, let's say, have special functions which are there only for him. Which are then, let's say, brought to him by the mirror, so to say. For example, his favorite comic here at the end or at the bottom, or something like this.
So the mirror is kind of personalized to Niels' preferences.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the nice thing is that this is not something which has happened in the cloud, but which has happened locally at the mirror. So your privacy is kept, which is let's say, prime development let's say goal of the smart mirror, so that every data is processed locally, is kept private, is not stored in some cloud, basically does not leave the room or does not leave the building. So that's why we are doing all these specialized hardware for it, to have the processing efficiently, to have the processing locally, so that on the one hand you do not have quite a lot of heat dissipation, and on the other hand your electricity bill is not affected by using this smart mirror.
Right. And so the hardware that you were mentioning, it's this here, exactly. or this is some of the hardware?
This is exactly the hardware which is here in a chassis, but which we are also using for the smart mirror. So it can be built into such a chassis when you want to put it in an edge data center, for example, or you can directly mount it to the smart mirror. That's also possible. And this is just a range of products, so to say. So we have this one which is focused at the near edge, and as you can see here from the VEDLIoT post, VEDLIoT is an EU-funded project which is about combining deep learning with the IoT, because these machine learning algorithms are really brought into more and more IoT applications. So we see here the full range of hardware platforms. So the smart mirror is more here at the near edge, far edge, or cloud, where you then have the full spectrum of systems which can be on the one hand tailored to your application requirements, because you can choose whether you want to have the small, the mid-range, the big system on the one hand, and on the other hand, what is the optimal processing or computing architecture.
So this technology was born out of EU-funded research, right? So it came out of which was the first project?
So one former project was Legato, another even further project was M2DC. So we developed the different pieces of this technology in those different projects, which all have a different focus, so to say. So for example, in M2DC the focus was really on the cloud side of things. In Legato we also added the edge, so we added this cloud to edge continuum and looking very much at energy efficiency, while in M2DC it was more like the heterogeneity, so having these different kinds of hardware substrates which we brought into. So it's not that it's like a one continuous development, but it's more like having different focus depending on the requirements and the focus points of the project, which is then again combined into the platform so that it can then also be exploited, because that's the nice thing, that you have a continuous exploitation of these projects possible. And when you need to set this up for every project individually, it's much harder compared to when you have one platform that you are maintaining, that your customers already know, and that you can then say, okay, hell, we have this new piece, we have this new feature, we have this new whatsoever, which came out of research and is then brought to industry and to customers.
And this has actually been put into practice in the sense that a spin-off, a startup, was actually created during the Legato project, right?
That's correct. During the Legato project, the company VEDLIoT from Sweden was born, let's say, out of the project, and is now evolving quite well. VEDLIoT is also part of VEDLIoT. Again, about the hardware side of things, but also integrating accelerators, integrating the tool chain, and that's something where VEDLIoT is really, that's their key business, that's their key focus, and that's why they are very prominent in VEDLIoT.
Okay, fantastic. So the smart mirror is just going to keep on getting smarter and smarter, and we'll follow what VEDLIoT are doing, and we really look forward to seeing the results.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.